recording whenever.
Alright, I've started. Very early.
So for sync snake.
Yeah.
Oh god, my levels are really low. Let me boost it up a little bit. There's this song that goes, apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, and I want us to do that. I'll start.
No,
and then you'll
I
do the
prefer
middle.
to clap, to be honest. I've already forgotten the lyrics.
Apple bottom jeans, and you go boots with the fur.
Okay.
Apple bottom jeans
Boots with the fur.
with the fur. Now it's perfect. That's a good thing. But we can also do a clap just in case.
Okay, so on the count, after one, clap. So 3, 2, 1. Yours was better, yeah. Yours was a lot better in some respects. I gotta give it that.
Okay. Tonight, Snake, we're gonna be reading Sonic the Hedgehog Bible, a thing written sometime in the 90s for the American version of the Sonic. But I think it's
So
funny.
this was the Sonic lore in the 90s when it was all fucked up and people lived on Mobius, but the Sonic fan and wiki hadn't made it even more fucked up yet.
Yeah, it's like before Sonic Adventure came and made Sonic way more anime. There was this kind of like a fantasy, like kind of very Western, like lore behind it, which I really dig. Because the idea that people who were in charge of that just got to fucking decide it, like probably with no input from Sega.
Well, I'm just looking at this, and what I adore is that Nebraska, the state, is in the first sentence, and I don't know much about Nebraska, but if there is the least Sonic place in the universe, it would probably be Nebraska.
I mean, it's hardly Nebraska, Snake.
It is hardly Nebraska.
What do you think about the name Sunny Hedgehog?
I really hate it.
Okay. In the early 21st century, in the town of Hardly, Nebraska, population 1,226, he and his mother and 5 sisters live underneath a scraggly hedge beside the local burger joint and subsist of burger scraps, milkshakes, and the occasional slug or bug that crawls their way. They are poor but happy. They are but a poor, happy family. Unfortunately, Sonny's dad died. What?
Unfortunately, Sonny's dad died when Sonny was just a few days old after falling into a gurgling, festering vat of toxic waste dumped in a nearby pond. That's just very ignoble, and I'm wondering if that's gonna even come up later. Is it gonna be Eggman dumped it in there? Sorry, Robotnik.
His dad dying, though. Just a few days old. He didn't even know his dad.
He didn't even know.
It's also very 90s cartoon harping on toxic waste, I feel like that was a little bit of trend when it became popular, and it died down and should probably come back.
I mean, Sonic has always had a big environmental message. Just every cartoon, especially, Sat AM was all like, Eggman, he's ruined the environment. The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog were every VHS we make of this is a waste of the environment.
That is actually a very, like, America-centric, like, that only happened in America, 'cause, like, after Sonic Adventure came out, which is, like, the first, like, Japanese story, I don't remember the pollution aspect ever being, like,
Sonic CD had a environmental-ist kind of theme going, with good future, bad future.
Mama Hedgehog does her best to keep Dad's memory alive. However, regaling the kids with stories of his goodness, resourcefulness, and great agility. Not fast enough than toxic waste, apparently.
Not resourceful enough to not fall into it. Is this why Sonic can't swim? Is this just a fear going out the same way dear old Pops did?
He was the fastest hedge runner this town had ever seen.
I had to look up what a hedge runner is, and it's it's for trimming hedges. I mean, I guess that is a reflection of the spin dash ability. That would be good for trimming hedges.
So that was his job. He was just trimming hedges. That's amazing, actually. That like without Sonic needing constantly to be in a war, he would be like a gardener.
Yeah, that's how he supported his family enough to get them next to the burger joint where they could subsist on scraps.
I'm just thinking about a gritty Sonic the Hedgehog game where like Sonic's old and they come back to him like Eggman's back to his fucking tricks again, and he's just owns a gardening shop, and he's like, guess this is happening.
Jumps over the counter and breaks a hip.
Ah!
Eggman is just a head in a jar.
And I feel like the jar should be egg-shaped. So while they're like enjoying tea and mealworms in front of a roaring fire.
Okay, that's very incongruous. So they can get tea, but they're also trying to stay scraps, and this is a mess.
I love how like immediately the Mama Hedgehog here is pointed Sonic out, or Sonny, as the golden child with like,
well, I mean, he's the only son.
I hope all of you take after him, she said wistfully, as she cast a loving eye upon Sonny.
I hate my daughters, bitches that they are.
Don't remind me of my dead husband. Let me put my fixation on my actual son. What the fuck?
My son, Sonny. Oh god. This family. I hope I not learn the fucking names of the daughters and they're just named Daughter 1 through 5.
The firelight cast strange yet comforting shadows on the earthen walls of the ceiling of the burrow. All at once, the face in the picture seemed to snuffle and wink. What?
Oh, that's like the opening of the cartoon where Sonic would wink.
Did you see that, Mom? Dad winked at me. He's counting on me to be somebody great. Did you see, Mom? Did you see? Said John, jumping up and down excitedly. I'm sure that wherever he is in the hedge heaven, your father's looking down on us all and sends us his love. Okay, that's like the first page, and it's like a story. It's like a storybook rather than like what I mean, I guess that's what it is, isn't it? A Bible.
Yeah, it's a story Bible. I'm reflecting back on my experiences playing Sonic 1 through 3 on the Mega Drive, and Sonic 3 on the PC, actually. I had it on PC for some strange reason where it had shitty music. And
does this feel reflective to how you played this as a child?
No,
were you thinking about Sonny's dead dad?
I'm just thinking there's no toxic sludge obstacles in the game. I mean, there is, but, you know, not quite enough that I never thought about Sonic's dad, I'm gonna say. I never thought about his siblings, and I watched Sonic Underground as a kid, so, you know, you'd think I would be thinking about his siblings, but, you know, that we'd have to look up the fucking French Sonic Bible or something to figure out what's going on in Underground.
Sonic's dad isn't even around in Underground, it's just his mom.
His mom, yeah, and just fuck his dad. Guys,
like, meanwhile, they're like literal children are fucking.
Do you think that's why in Sonic Sat AM they just gave him an uncle? Actually, I didn't watch it, so I don't know if he had parents, but I'm hoping not for the sake of what I'm saying right now. Just like, we can't fuck with the Bible. We can't mess.
But Snake, there was something special about Sonny. Many something special, as a matter of fact, you motherfucker. During the first summer of his life, Sonny grew handsome and clever.
You skipped several sentences there, right?
I don't care. They didn't seem that important.
But never had terribly good eyesight, she thought to herself. I didn't... Is that why on the Genesis games it was 2D, so you could only see so far because Sonic has always had bad eyesight?
I think she's talking about Sonny's dad at the moment.
Oh, is that how he fell into the toxic sludge?
I think it was just going back and explaining his
having really shit eyesight and being a really fast runner.
Fucking
I'm assuming they don't have glasses. He was resourceful as long as his resources were within 3 feet of him.
During the first summer of his life, Sonny grew handsome and clever with thick, bushy brown quills and a headstrong personality and a rambunctious sense of humor. His favorite trick was to frequent the local bowling alley and curl up into a ball, return awaiting the grasp of an unsuspected Bowser. What an asshole!
That is a rambunctious sense of humor as you just ruin an innocent bowler's day.
Fucking Sonny doesn't seem like a good guy. He seems like an asshole.
Then the bowlers would just all yell at him, "Hey, do that again, and we're gonna throw you in the lake with your dead dad." because that's how 90s cartoons be. And sometimes Sonny would change his tactic. He would curl up ever so tightly and stay perfectly still as the bowler tossed him down the alley. At the last moment, right before he hit the head pin, Sonny would uncurl and scamper away, routing the bowler's
What
perfect
a
score.
fucking dick! Imagine just trying to have a nice day out at a goddamn
You
bowling
paid
alley.
for this.
You paid for this.
I would not go back to that bowling alley. It's
And-
just, why do you keep letting this fucker in?
And this-
Just let me get some pesticides. I'll kill it.
And this spoiled asshole of a fucking kid, the only son, named fucking literally son of the family, is just like, I'm going around, I'm gonna fuck with some people's goddamn weekends.
He's the young master of the house, Master Sonny. It's just, his mother's very proud of her dipshit, uneducated, fuckface son who just spends his days fucking with people. It's like, oh, he really takes after his father. His father was a prick as well.
This totally fucks the Sonic, like,
This-
we know as being like a good guy. There's nothing about this Sonic makes him sound like he's fucking cool.
Maybe it's just he didn't ruin Eggman's schemes to be good. He ruined them because he could. Like, okay, Sonic's father didn't trip and fall into the poison vat. That was a job. That was a fucking hit.
Although he loved playing practical jokes on people, Sonny also loved people while making the rounds for juicy tidbits and gossip.
Yeah, you really love people when you just go around wanting the dirt.
He would drop in on the ladies of the local quilting circle to offer a convenient pin or needle from his ample portable supply. So he's just like likes older women, huh? And he goes around them and like, here.
Yeah. So I hate people who bowl. I love, you know, the little old granny.
Little old
Just
quilting
go-
granny. Like, imagine him just going and be like, yeah, baby, pluck some of my needles.
He spent the summer frolicking in the town park with the other two. Okay, hang on a second. I got a question here. So are these anthropomorphic animals or are these humans?
I mean, I don't know, because, like, the idea of them... No, they have to be human, because, like, bowling. People...
But anthropomorphic animals can bowl.
I mean, I guess,
fuck
but I
it.
would assume that Sonic would be, like, smaller than a human, and they could actually, like, pick him up as a bowling ball, you know?
I guess. Donating quills so they could scribble designs in the sandbox. It's the most boring fucking way to use a sandbox. Oh, I want to make sandcastles. No, take a quill. No, I don't want to. Go fuck with some bowlers.
In time,
God.
he noticed that his playmates drew the same pattern over and over again while pointing at him. Sonny! Oh wow, he has like a cult of personality too. In this fashion,
They all
over,
loved him.
over a few weeks,
Wait.
Sonny learned to read and write. He was some hedgehog. And what? He learned to read and write as the first hedgehog ever to do that.
That explains Sonic Schoolhouse,
Oh
the
my
edutainment
God.
game for the PC. But wouldn't that just mean that he only knew, well, 4 letters?
I mean, I guess.
You know,
He's a
I'm gonna
genius,
give you one big
honestly.
reason why this Bible was rejected.
Why?
What happens if you take one N away from Sonny?
Sony?
Yeah.
But more important than anything else he did, Sonny ran hedges every night while everyone else slept. Well, okay, continuing his father's legacy. Sonny sprinted from one end to the other of the long hedge outside the burger joint so he could eat those scraps, I guess. Sometimes he
Yeah.
ran so fast the world rushed by in a blur. He loved the feeling. Pure exhilaration. Speed junkie. A feeling like a dream. Addicted to it. That he could fly up from the ground and do great things. Wow.
Okay, so he's a small town dreamer. This does actually, from what I understand of the Sonic movie, we're gonna get the small town Sonic.
Oh my god, what if, like, to do the Sonic movie, they found the Sonic Bible and then based it off of this rather than what Sonic has been in, like, cultural
When
osmosis.
they said someone was thinking we're going back to the roots, and the roots were an old Bible for internal fucking use only that I don't think anyone ever read. No one ever read this. I refuse.
The only person...
One day.
Only one person read it. It's the person who fucking wrote it. Also, the fact that the other Sonic cartoon, which is like semi-popular, like in the world, is also uses a completely different rule book or Bible for its narrative. So like any kid that goes to see this Sonic movie is like, what the fuck is all this? Where the fuck is Knuckles? Where's Tails?
Someone
Where's
just
Amy?
sat down and thought, oh god, well, I hate Sonic, but I like Redwall. And those two things have nothing to do with each other, but hey, let's just do some animal stories. One day, his dream began to come true, his very vague dream, after downing a particularly big, greasy late dinner. The coach of Hardley's track team stepped out the door of the burger joint and started walking toward his car. When he glanced towards the hedge, he could scarcely believe his eyes and wondered if he hadn't consumed one whopping beef glopper too many.
What the hell's going on?
I hate this guy. I hate this motherfucker.
Is this like eating burgers?
I hate this town. What's in the beef? A blue streak speeds by Sonic the Hedgehog, darted in and out of the long hedgerow, streaking.
I mean, he's not blue yet. He's still like not fast. He's not Sonic. He's Sunny.
But
still.
he's going so fast that
he's still fast somehow. Like even now.
The coach drew out his stopwatch and tried to clock the object. Impossible, he muttered to himself. He's too fast to clock.
I can't clock Sonic the Hedgehog.
I thought that many times. I was in a bar fight and just little cunt was moving too fast. He's too fast to clock.
Imagine you're high as hell. You're fucking in the parking lot and you see a hedgehog.
You
take out your stopwatch and like, this fucking hedgehog's too fast to clock.
Meanwhile, the local bowling team is just sat across the road out the local bar just watching this fucking high as fuck track teacher just
I feel like
nothing.
Everyone in Hardly, Nebraska is high off their fucking balls.
What else would you do? The lake is toxic. They're probably not even taking drugs. It's just the fumes.
There's so much toxic waste.
Have just fucked them.
There's so much toxic waste. All these people are having like hallucinations that a fucking hedgehog is running around and cleaning their hedges and like playing hilarious practical pranks on them.
Fucking Hardly. Just welcome to Hardly. Our primary export is poison and incest.
In no time at all, Sunny was on the team, competing in local, then regional track tournaments. Okay, and as the summer days lengthened...
Did they let him go to school? Or are they just coasting on him?
No, I think like, he knows how to read. He knows how to write his name. That's all we need.
Yeah, but we don't know if he's numerate. We never went into that.
I don't even know if he's played. What if like he's like this track group enslaved Sunny Hedgehog? And as the summer days lengthened, so did the line of trophies Sunny brought back home to line the burrow. Wow. The whole town was proud of him. The coach began talking about Sunny as an Olympic hopeful. And then nature. What? And his mother called.
Sonic the Hedgehog, you could be an Olympic great, just like Eddie the Eagle.
What is that? And then nature, and his mother called. He needed to piss.
He needed to have a waz.
Why would that be in here? Why would that be in here? Sunny, I know you...
It's capitalized nature, so the earth called to him.
I need to piss, dude. Here. And then while he's taking a piss, he gets a phone call. He's like, yo, what's up, ma?
Coach, I know you want me to win the Olympics, but I'm busted. I'm busted. And my mom's on the phone.
My fucking mom's on the phone, coach, and I need to take a piss, man.
And that cost America, and that cost Nebraska its fame.
Wow, what is this, like, paragraph here? Sunny, I know you want to be a great runner, and you will be someday, but first, you need to rest a bit. Don't you feel the chill in the air? It's nearly fall. Soon it will be time to... And then if I cliff back, I need the next page.
What the fuck was that cryptic shit?
It is very
Don't
cryptic.
You feel the chill? I know what she's saying. It's getting late. We gotta hibernate for the year. But on the other hand, you couldn't say it in a way that sounded less like a horror movie. Like his mother was being possessed by fucking Satan.
Yeah, that... What? Like, actually, like, what?
Hibernate, Mum? Gee whiz, I don't have time to hibernate. Can't I keep practicing all winter? You know, I'm trying to read these lines in fucking Urkel's voice and it ain't going.
Hibernate, Mom! Gee whiz! Then I don't have the time to hibernate. Can I keep
Actually, no, it's perfect. Never mind.
keep practicing all winter? He pleaded.
This was the character was made for, whatever Urkel's actor's name was.
But Mom was adamant, concerned that practice all year round during his first year of
Wait,
life.
he's not even one.
He's a fucking baby.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but he's 16 in the game, so this is super old shit.
Yeah, Sonic already in Sonic Adventure is old as hell.
Oh my goodness.
Permanently stunned Sunny's growth, she insisted she prepared the burrow for long winter, lining Sunny's chamber with soft, dry leaves and neat pine needles. The coach and the Olympic stardom would have to wait until spring. Damn, his mom laid down the law. Listen, bitch, you're literally one.
just hey, Sonny's like, no, and Mom's just put that fucking coach on the phone. Put that fucking coach on the phone right now. He's fucking hibernating.
You want my son to get a stunted growth?
The Olympic committee is ringing up Sonny's mum, and she's going, no.
I'll fucking destroy you.
Oh my god. So, it's just, so America, in a landmark move, would let a hedgehog represent them at the Olympics.
This is a 1-year-old hedgehog who knows the human language. Eats burger scraps behind a burger joint, not a reputable burger joint, mind you. People do get stabbed there.
We're 4 of 13 pages in, and so far I'm seeing themes of a very loose theme of environmentalism that was dropped instantly. Sonic is a working class American hero who came from nothing and just did it on his talents, but it's not exactly a fucking, meritocracy, because he's just been born the perfect runner.
I mean,
his sisters ain't got shit.
His sisters didn't get fuck all. They're like not even
His
mentioned.
sisters can't read or write.
Why would they?
They can't run.
Why would they, you didn't even have to include the sisters. It's just like so throwaway. Just have Sonic and his mom if you're not gonna do anything with them.
They're fucking dead. I bet all the sisters died. It's like that thing, they have big litters because most of them ain't gonna fucking make it.
They're like unfairly stunted growth wise compared to Sunny, who's like this already mutated before he even got more mutated and turned blue hedgehog. Why?
Oh my god, this next fucking. Let's continue.
All over town, the mercury shrank lower and lower, hunching down in thick finger of silver. What? Farmers put...
That's a very, very interesting way of just going a thermostat. It got cold. Okay.
Farmers put up their corn and oats. Families scanned their summer produce. We still don't know anything about Sonic's sisters. And the Hedgehog family withdrew from the light of day, safely ensconced.
Ensconced?
What the fuck?
Fancy ass language. The writer had some aspirations.
Safely ensconced in the barrow. Sonny read a comic book and listened to the rattle of the brittle hedge branches whipped about the wind. Wow, this is some poetic language, actually. He felt fat.
Yeah,
Imagine, look at the top letter now. It's like, hibernate, Mom, gee whiz!
Gee whiz, Mom! I don't want to be ensconced! He felt fat and content from a meal of candied apples that the town people had generously invited him to take home from their Halloween party. He chuckled as he remembered carrying back an entire bushel on his back, neatly skewered on his quills. That'd be really heavy, wouldn't it?
Then suddenly he had an idea. There's really no reason why I have to stay here sleeping all winter. I can just tunnel over a few feet and pop up on the far edge of the hedge. Mom will never miss me.
He thought, pleased at this stroke of cleverness.
He's
gonna fuck them all. They're gonna freeze to death. And so he began to tunnel. He tunneled 5, then 10 minutes. All the while thinking of, is he gonna, please tell me he's gonna breach the river and die?
I hope so. At this point, I would be happier if we cause a time paradox and then the next page Sonic just fucking dies and refuses to exist in this universe.
It just reveals, and then he popped up from the ground and Sonic the Hedgehog bonked him on the head, killing him. And then the rest of it is just the actual Sonic the Hedgehog.
The
Fuck
Sonic the
this
Hedgehog
guy.
actually just was like, what the fuck is this? Get the hell out of here.
The real twist is this Sonny. I ain't Sonic, it's Sonny, you fucking moron. Come on, it was in the name. Oh my god. All the while thinking of the great track contests he would win in the spring. As he counted his victories, his digging became more and more enthusiastic, and he grew more and more tired. Just a short nap, he thought, and then I'll tunnel upwards. So he curled up for a brief snooze. Sonic is so shit that he lost in the fucking parable of, like, the tortoise and the hare in a race with himself. Oh, I'll just take a brief nap, and then he just lost to a fucking season.
1 hour passed, and one day, succumbing to natural instincts, Sunny drifted to deep hibernation, beyond alpha, beyond beta, beyond even delta waves.
Well,
This is like,
okay.
honestly, such an extra way to write anything beyond alpha,
This was,
beyond a beta, what?
he felt peaceful and secure. The quiet was wonderful, but like most peaceful times in the 21st century, it didn't last long.
Oh, you know, the war on terror.
Just, that was a bad call. That was a lottery. That was a gamble that didn't quite pay off.
That's amazing! The earth above him shook, the ground grew warm and then hot. Sunny awakened, drenched in sweat and shaking, but not from fear. Everything around him was shaking. He looked up at the ceiling of his small cave and saw the earth churning.
Zoom!
Time to clear out of here, he thought, digging furiously to escape whatever it was that was plunging toward him. Quick, 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 he panicked. I must survive. I must.
Come on, full tilt boogie.
And then he felt something. A rusty pipe cleanly struck right through him, and through his fucking heart. He's dead.
Rest in peace, Sonic the Hedgehog.
No. It was just large enough to squeeze through. Like, pipes are a Mario thing. I think you'll find, guys.
I was just thinking, hang on. This is now the 21st century.
Mm-hmm.
But Sonic was only cool in the 90s, so there's so much wrong about deciding to leap him forward in time.
Yeah, it really was. And, like, it's 90s.
This should be...
The 21st century is just, like, a couple years away, guys. It's not that impressive.
Well, I mean, besides anything else, I'm also thinking, they say in a small town in America, everything about this story is like, oh, we really care about the track team. This should be Sonic in the 1950s. And he's just so fucking hip and far ahead. Yeah, and fucking with people at the bowling alley.
And, like, eating burger scraps behind a burger joint? I mean, I guess.
Oh, actually, no, okay. I'm gonna take that back and say maybe like 70s or 80s. 70s or 80s is what I'm gonna say. Not, maybe, keep it 90s or go backwards. Don't try and jump forwards here. That's what I'm gonna say. That's my hot take on tech.
So, like, he scrambled through the pipe, his toes clattering on the metal, and what seemed innumerable twists and turns.
Hey, he's not numerate, see? He couldn't count them.
After what seemed innumerable twists and turns, like, so the loop-de-loops, they're, like, talking about the fucking Sonic loop-de-loops, because, like, they're actually iconic.
They are iconic. He saw the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel, and I hope the literal light at the end of the tunnel. Relieved, he ran toward it and tumbled head over heels out of the pipe and into an immense room.
Well, look who we have here.
And then he's a big dork.
Europeus. He's like, fucking common hedgehog. Fucking Latin.
Yeah, why didn't he just say a hedgehog? Come on, Eggman. You don't have to... What are you fucking showing off to a hedgehog for?
Sonic's like, what the fuck?
Hey, I can read and write, but come on.
I can only write my name, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm Sonny. I'm not Iranian. That's my dad's name. He's dead.
A trim so fit, Kintobor is fit. Mustached man bent over Sunny. Sunny had been called many things in his life before, but never something so strange as this. Are you alright? The man asked. Wait a minute. Silly of me. Let me aim the... What?
Lingua scramblerum at you and see what you've got. So they couldn't understand him.
They couldn't understand him. He was just a hedgehog who couldn't...
So wait, why'd they give him a... So how did his mother call him on the phone?
Or maybe like it's because it's like lingua scramble. It only like translates what like hedgehog language, and like maybe some people already just know in Nebraska, because hardly Nebraska, everyone is just such on a more such high elevated level. High. and and they can
The fucking fumes, man. They do
can
things.
understand hedgehogs just about like that. But Mr. Kintobor here, and they didn't even reveal his name. I'm just saying it because obviously it's him. It has a thing called lingua scrambler.
Sonny was too dazed to protest as the man wheeled over an odd-looking contraption that was somehow shaped like all the letters in the alphabet mashed up together. He pointed it at Sonny. My name's not Asius, it's Sonny. And what's happening out there underground? Sonny heard himself squeak in an accusing tone of voice. He had never spoken human before. He had never spoken human before.
Never. He's just like people in Harley, Nebraska just know what the fuck hedgehogs are about.
So yeah, they were all speaking hedgehog. Wow, what an advanced people.
Oh, that. Sorry it disturbed you. That's my cogwinder. Oh, he's already an asshole. Cogwinder retractable particulate corer. I'm using it to dig up emeralds. Found 6, dude. Looking for the 7th. You know, the chaos emeralds.
Okay, yeah, so this clearly takes place before Sonic 2.
Then my work will be done. The man explains, smiling, speaking very quickly. He seemed to have a lot on his mind and a few words to waste. He had already.
He's wasted a lot of words. He's talking to a fucking hedgehog.
He's just some random like entrepreneur, like literally polluting across the lands. And as he's entered Hardly, Nebraska, the natural air state has made him high and think he's made the lingua scrambler. And he's just like now fucking talking to a hedgehog that somehow ended up in his goddamn contraptions. Like, listen.
Yeah, a hedgehog walked into the room and he just picked up a megaphone and started shouting at it.
Then my work will be done, the man explains, smiling, speaking very quickly. Oh wait, I already said that.
Yeah,
that doesn't matter. I'm going to the other paragraph. Sonny was too amazed to say anything more. It was obvious this man was some sort of genius, or totally wacko, or perhaps both.
I mean, hey, it's binary or both, but nowhere in the middle.
Sonny trotted across the gleaming floor of the lab, marveling at the dazzling array of contraptions lined up along the walls. What is with like everything lined along the walls?
People in Nebraska like to keep their stuff organized on shelves, and that's it.
Top counters and piled high on shelves.
What are you doing with all this stuff?
What is that?
Who are you?
That is like amazing. Was that what Sonic would sound like with a British accent?
I guess. I can't do much with my voice, but that's my Sonny impression.
Yeah, I guess.
Sonny demanded, stamping his foot with impatience, just like the video game. The magnificence of the lab had not put a damper on his boldness.
Curiosity! How I love curiosity! You have the what is with that voice I'm doing? You have the makings of a top-notch scientist. If only you could hold on to this admirable quality.
No, I'm a track star, bitch.
I'm gonna be fucking running and eating burgers. I can now get full ones.
That's me.
I don't know.
That's the life for me. Eggman's got a very low bar of what can make a great scientist. It's just, oh, you were amazed by this bullshit. Hold on to that.
My name... Well, the man proclaimed, now giving over his full attention to Sonny, there's no quotation. Is that, like, supposed to be like that? Or am I just, like, bad? My name is Dr. O.V. Kintabor! You know, it's Dr. Evo Robotnik. Other way, it would be more better like that. You call me Dr.
Yeah, and
K!
O.V. means egg.
You call me Dr. K.
Oh, yeah. Have you tried my cereal? Special K? It's fucking delicious.